the Grace Games channel. Today I've got a tank review for you, and I am going to be reviewing the Stug IV Reward Tank. As you can see here, it is in my garage, and it is a tier 5 special tank which you can only get by doing the personal missions. You might remember that I achieved my personal missions a couple of months ago now, and I managed to unlock the good old Stug, and I absolutely love it. Obviously, you can already get the Stug 3 in the game just from going to the tech tree, which I'll show you now. This normal Stug 3 is here in the tech tree at tier 5 German. And below that you've got the Stug B, which is, you know, basically the same but a little bit worse gun. And above it you've got the Jagdpanzer IV, which I didn't particularly enjoy, but it's okay. So it's in quite a little good position there, and I'm just going to compare it for you to the award tank, because when I first got this Stug, when I first was awarded it, I thought, oh, I wonder how it compares to the one that's already in the tech tree. Will it be as competitive? Because I find the one in the tech tree to be fantastic. Will it be as fantastic as that? Sometimes you get some premium vehicles. I know my boyfriend finds this with the IS-6, that they're not quite as good as the non-premium. So the IS-6 is not quite as good as the IS-3, that's what he finds. Or I find that the T14, Tier 5 British is not quite as good as the Churchill, which you could just get in the tech tree. But this is very, very comparable. It's got slightly more hit points, 10 more hit points, which doesn't make that much odds, does it really? In terms of engine power, it's just got slightly less, and it weighs slightly more, which means that it can only go at 2 kilometers an hour less, but that's really pretty much insignificant. In terms of armour, the Stug 3 has got 80 on the front, same as the premium one, 30 on the sides, again the same, and 50 on the rear, but the Stug 4 has only got 20 on the rear. But to be honest, if you're getting shot in the back, that's not a great situation to be in anyway, and hopefully if you play right, you won't find yourself in that situation very often. So I don't feel like that makes too much odds. In terms of how much damage it does, they both do between 83 and 138, so basically the same for both of them, and I think that is more than adequate. You can definitely dispose of an enemy vehicle very quickly. And in terms of penetration, this is where it changes really, because the Stug 3 has 77 to 129 pen, and the Stug 4 has 83 to 138. It's not a huge difference, only slightly more, and to be honest, I've never had a problem with either of the vehicles penetrating anything. I think you can pretty much penetrate whatever you want at tier 5, definitely. At tier 6 and 7, there might be some things you might struggle with, but I don't really find it to be much of an issue, to be honest, so only a slight difference there. In terms of rate and fire, the Stug 4 does have a slightly higher rate of fire with 16.22 rounds a minute. I mean, this is absolutely more than adequate. You really can dispose of enemies quite quickly, and sometimes they don't even know what's hit them, literally. It's very fast firing, no issues whatsoever with that. The view range is exactly the same at 310 metres. The signal range is the only thing that's massively different. The Stug 3 only has 310, whereas the Stug 4 has 620. But I mean, it is a huge difference. But signal range, yeah, I don't find that to be a massive difference or a massive issue there. So I absolutely love the Stug 4, and I think the Stug 3 is pretty much the same, but obviously the Stug 4 has got the advantage of being this premium award tank, meaning it gets lots of extra advantages that the Stug 3 just doesn't get. For example, any XP you earn in it will go straight to free XP, and then you can convert it out to gold if you want to. I've already got over 22,000 in mine. I haven't converted it out yet. I don't know whether I will, because it's going to cost me quite a bit to do it, but I might do. And it's a good thing to have if you want to earn that free XP and you don't mind spending a bit of gold now and again. It's also really good if you want to train a crew in it. I've only got the Stug on the German line at the minute, and the German TD line. I'm not working my way down that line at the moment, so it's pretty much not that much use to me. But maybe if you're working on the Jagdpanzer IV, or you're working on the Stug 3, or I don't know, it could be coming really handy for you to train your crew as well. So I'll show you what I've got on it. In terms of consumables, you know I don't use premium consumables. If you've seen any of the other reviews, you know it's the same for every tank. I just use the first aid kit, the repair kit, and the normal fire extinguisher. In terms of equipment, I've used the binocular telescope, the improved vent class 2, and the camo net. I find that the Stug can really just sit in a bush, slightly behind a bush, get the camo net on, you know, get the binocular telescope working, and you're ready to fire at all the vehicles, and sometimes they won't know what's hit them. So I find the camo net is an excellent thing to have on your Stug. I mean, it is quite a fast vehicle too. I mean, it's going to go around 38 kilometers an hour. It's not slow, so you can go up close and personal with the tanks. But I tend to prefer to sit back and just let my allies spot. in terms of crew skills, they obviously did come with a 100% crew to begin with it being an award tank. And I decided to get 6 cents just because I try and get 6 cents on all my vehicles. I find it so handy, and at least you know when you're in the Stug, like if you get spotted in the Stug, you know you're going to have to reverse or get out of there. You don't want to be hit by any big shells, so it's a good thing to have. I absolutely love 6 cents. And I've got a camo on the rest of the crew, mainly because, as I said, really, sit in bushes and things like that, you don't want to get spotted. I don't know what crew skill I'll aim for next. I'll probably just decide when I get to it, really. I'm not quite sure. I might get repairs or something like that next, but I'm not quite sure at the moment. So, you're probably wondering how it plays, so I'll show you a game now and point out some of the things that the Stug can really do. So here I am in the Stug on the Serene Coast, and it is in fact a tier 6 match. I just want to show you this one because I thought it might prove that you can do really well in the Stug, even if you're not top tier. So I've decided to head forward with the rest of the team to around E3, sort of F3 zone at first, because I think this might be quite an advantageous position, but there's already a wreck there at the Panzer Soufflé, and the wreck is getting shot, so I don't really want to risk it there, and I decide to move a bit more forward, kind of near where the G1R and the Covenanter are sitting. So there's plenty around to shoot at, there's definitely no shortage. Our team are doing really well at spotting them all, and as I said, I just want to sit in a bush basically in the Stug. You do not want to be at the front of the pack, you don't want to be risking people penetrating your armour, you just want to sit at the back basically, and that seems to turn out well for me. I mean, it doesn't make for the most exciting of replays, definitely not, but it does make for a good result. So I'm just sitting there at the back, waiting really for things to pop up, and it's working, plenty of things are popping up. So I'm trying to get a shot on some of those guys, but you can't really see those. But over near the building, I think those guys over there, like the Stug and the AMX-38, don't even really know that they're spotted. Perhaps they don't have 6 cents and they're just not sure that they're spotted. So when they do pop out or move at all through the buildings, I'm there and I'm ready. And with my excellent rate of fire, I can pretty much take them out because they can't get away fast enough. So I just sort of peppering the whole area with shots. Started off firing at the AMX-38, then I went to the Panzer H, then I went to Lux. Really, anyone who's there is getting a shot. Have a go at the S100 as well. I'm not being picky, just fire at anyone. That's what the Stug's good at. I mean, it's not going to do a huge amount of damage at a time, it's only going to do like 100 at a time. But those hundreds soon add up, to be honest. And I've even done, I think, maybe nearly 2,000 damage in my Stug 3. I've not done, I think, that much yet in this particular Stug. I think I've done around 1,600, something like that in this Stug, but not anywhere near the 2,000 mark yet. But I'm sure I will do in due course. So just keep doing this really. I mean, I've managed to take out the Lux now. He probably didn't know he was spotted. And the T-34-5 is now having a few shots from me. I mean, some of these vehicles are tier 6 and I am having no trouble penetrating them, even from these distances, which really shows you how excellent the gun on the Stug is. I'm sure that many of you have got the Stug already, if you have been working your way through the missions. But if you haven't, then this might just give you something to look forward to for when you have unlocked the Stug, or yeah, it might just give you some ideas of how you can play it. If it's just sitting there in your garage and not doing much at the minute, it might give you a few ideas of how you can play it. So I've decided there's no point trying to get the Cheeto, but the S100 was sitting there not looking at me. And I decided to put a few shots in. Now this is the only time in the whole game that I have any problems with penetration at all. I think because he's quite angled to me, I can't really get a shot in. Normally I'd be able to aim at his flat boxy side and it'd be fine, but because he's not facing me exactly side on and he's quite angled, I think that's why I'm having a few problems. Did manage to get a few shots in the end, but didn't manage to take him out, unfortunately. So there's not much left, only a Hellcat and a Cheeto now, and there's lots of allies left who are basically just zooming right over there. So there's not much to go on. So I'm just following the crowd. I'm quite speedy, so I can keep up pretty much. I've done quite a lot of damage, so I'm in no rush to like get the last kill or anything. I think I might be able to get a shot just on the top of the Hellcat there, but he's not peeking up that much. I can only see a slither of him, and unfortunately the shot doesn't go anywhere near. Poor old Hellcat's the last one left now. There's nothing he can do to defend himself. There's no point in me trying to go around there. There's too many allies already going over there. The best thing I can do is sort of wait here and hope that the Hellcat slips up and comes over. I did decide to move around a little, but there's no real way for me to get a shot on that Hellcat right now. The game's pretty much over for me, and that's the end there. So yeah, as you can see, it wasn't a bad game at all. I did around 1,000 damage. I'd say that's pretty much an average Stug game. I haven't managed to get the ace tanker in it yet. I'd imagine I need around 2,000 damage for that, but if I do get one, I'll let you know. So perhaps you have tried out the Stug and really like it, or perhaps you're not really sure what you're doing with it. Hopefully this will help you. So yeah, if you've got any other tanks you'd like me to review or anything you want to add, then don't forget to comment down below. If you haven't already, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm sure I'll catch you next time. Bye.